We gon' run it, hit the field, blast off, watch them all fall. This is AFC North talk. Got me hype, it's about to be a touchdown. Got the Ravens, Steelers, Bengals, and the Browns. Are you listening? It's time to get it hype. Tune in when the season poppin'. Yeah, we going live. Hey, knock 'em out. Hey, first down, going hard. Yes, indeed. AFC North talk. Let's go. Hey, AFC North talk.
Welcome to another edition of AFC North Talk. Here we are. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it was a good weekend. It was a enjoyable weekend. We are gonna get it started with, you know what? I'm gonna start with my team, Ravens and Vikings. Jared, I thought about you in this game, not necessarily because we won. We played this game the way that I say the Steelers play basically all their wins. We produced a bunch of turnovers. I think we were +3 in the turnover margin. And we only won by a touchdown. I know they got one touchdown late, right? And then they were driving. So, yeah, you can say we were winning by 14. And then in the prevent defense. Actually, to be fair, I'm not going to use that as an excuse because they did something that I usually say. Q knows this is one of my biggest rants. The prevent defense, they did not go fully prevent. They did get a big pass interference call, which allowed them to get that touchdown. 9 wasn't cooking, Ace. 9 was kind of quiet.
Dude, all of them.
I'm about to say, did you encounter Mr. 9?
So this is how this game went. So first drive, he throws it to number 1. I can't remember his name. The receiver from
Jalen
Naylor. He gets like a 60 or 70 because Marlon misses the tackle and he runs for a bunch of yards, right? So out of the gate, he's like 70 yards in. Then they do shit. They do nothing. He throws 2 picks. One was a great read by Starks. He just rolled to where Jetta was coming. The other one, he just says, let me just... The corner had like deep coverage. If Jetta just does like a hitch route, it would have been a completion, big play, whatever. No, this dude just throws it far. And then Jetta falls to the floor, and then Marlon Humphrey gets the pick. But this dude looked like he didn't know what to do. Like they had no offense for the longest time here. And then at the end, the last drive, he did move the ball a little bit. He had a pass interference. I was saying that he got a pass interference that set up that touchdown on a fourth down. Then Marlon Humphrey also went on a blitz. He got so excited. I'm here. And he just basically jumps instead of just basically touch him down. Goes over the guy, over 9. And then the guy, the one receiver pops Neighbors or whatever was number 1, pops open for a touchdown. And that was it. I mean, their offense was bad. But on the flip side, B-Flow, man, the B-Flow blitzes were no joke. Like, I'm watching this game. I'm like, I don't know where they're coming. Like, I'm watching it from the bird's eye view, which is easier to dissect, right? Because obviously your quarterback doesn't have that benefit. I didn't know where they're coming. They were putting everybody in the line. Fahalele had one of his worst games. That's a lot to say. It's like 4 or 5 plays that not even in the all 22 in life. There's a play that Lamar basically gets out of the pressure, starts running. And in the background, you see all the old lines with the D-line just crashing on the floor. And Fahalele, like with nobody, just to win. Oh, what are you doing, bro? Go find an effing body. You're big enough. And that was like four of those. Like, he's like, what should I do? This dude, but this is the coach's fault because this dude is still there. Well, the Ravens basically, first half was rough because they scored early and all we can do was score field goals. In the second half, we did score some touchdowns, and as soon as we scored some touchdowns, they didn't have anything for the Ravens to do. But like I said, B-Flow, man, this guy needs a head coaching job, hell of a D coordinator. If he doesn't get a head job over there, the Vikings have a special coaching duo there. They just need a better quarterback than 9.
So many memes so many of the memes that came from it too, where there's like people photoshopping Charlie Kirk's face onto JJ McCarthy. And I was like, all right, Jesus Christ, we're already going there.
Key, what were you saying?
Nah, I'm good.
He's like, after that comment, I'm gonna pass.
It's far from just
it was a lot of
thing,
Nine
dude.
memes.
There's
It
a
was
lot of
like
that.
Nine when he sees Marlon Humphrey in open coverage, and it's like him making that face
Yeah.
where he threw the pick.
Oh, God.
I mean, this guy
Yeah,
walking.
that shit made me hate the younger generation. I was like, wow, he calls himself 9.
We checked the Twitter bio. Ace did a favor to us and sent it to us. And when I saw that he was just 9, no name, he was just 9.
No name, just 9.
That was
Wait,
his-
on Twitter, his name's 9.
No,
Yeah.
on IG.
His
Instagram.
bio, yeah.
Instagram,
for
it's
the
in his
love of
bio.
God, man.
Nine.
Yeah.
Yeah, 9.
No
Demon
name.
time. I was like, wow, fake demon.
So
I mean, we
blocked
talked about
somebody
it on
for
here.
calling him a fake demon. He blocked somebody on Twitter that called him a fake demon.
did he?
Yeah,
Such
somebody
performative
retweeted
stuff,
it and
man.
was like, "This is a fake demon." And then
No,
it was
it's
like,
funny because like I've seen some of these performative male memes, and it's like always like a guy who would be at a coffee shop. Like they're like, "Oh yeah, it's performative." I'm like, nobody's more performative than the guy who really wants you to know he's super masculine.
Yeah,
Like,
what is it? That one video where it's like guy who definitely doesn't want attention. He's like, and just like the loud moans. And so it's like, all right, dude, what the fuck do you want? Like, we get it.
he's a dude at the gym. Like,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Hey, can you help me? Can you spot me? Can you spot me? Like, it's like, all right, JJ, I'll spot you.
But I know I'm the president of Cranky Prick Incorporated. But in terms of the things that like I really can't stand, like performative, stupid stuff like that is certainly near the top of the list.
The Jim Harbaugh of it all.
Yeah, just like quirky annoyingness. Like, dude, we get it. It's so annoying.
All right, you drink milk. You
Yeah.
know?
All right, let's stop. Milk's good. Milk's good.
You drink what's it Jim Harbaugh does? He drinks milk and like steak at the same time or something.
Oh, okay. This is still on the Harbaugh thing. Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
about right.
He's like, I don't like chicken because it's a cowardly animal.
"What?"
Jim Harbaugh is a concept. I think we could put on the list of like, all right, we get it.
You know what though? Jim Harbaugh, like I think JJ's trying to be Jim Harbaugh, but the thing with Jim Harbaugh is it doesn't bother me as much because I genuinely think he's that insane.
Well, he's a 60-something-year-old man. Like, all right, if you're a goof like that, then whatever. If you're
He's been insane his whole life. Right? JJ McCarthy, I'm like, you were normal when you got to Michigan, bro. Like, don't
Right.
sit here and tell me you demon now.
Jim Harbaugh does not eat chicken, or used to not eat chicken because of nervous bird.
Yeah, yes,
That
Jim
is
Harbaugh.
crazy.
what kind of Salem witch trial like reasoning is that?
I don't know.
This
That
motherfucker
is-
has had.
I will accept.
I'm
a
not believing it.
name from a
I'm
man
not
who
believing
lives
it.
life like that. Okay.
There's no way he's turning down Zaxby's, dog. I'm just not believing it, bro. There's no way.
Don't give me that
There's
child.
Is Zaxby's like a local thing?
It's in the South.
Zaxby's is in the South, but they're bringing it up north. They're actually building it up north, so it's over for Raising Cane's up north.
It's in all
gonna
the
be a
southern
rough
parts of Ohio now, right?
Hmm.
Like Cincinnati, Columbus.
I think I think it's coming to Ohio, if I'm not mistaken. I think before that, I think people had to go to like Tennessee or something to get Zaxby's. But if you've ever been down to like Florida or down south, like people have had Zaxby's down there. They usually try it, but yeah, there's no
Zaxby's-
way Jim Harbaugh is rejecting Zaxby's, dog. I don't believe it.
Well, he been in Michigan and now he coaching what LA. They ain't got Zaxby's. I don't think he ain't saying. I want to know if he say no to El Pollo Loco.
El Pollo Loco, Chick-fil-A, like nah, I'm not believing this, bro. You're gonna have to show me evidence, bro. Popeyes, I need to see proof, Jim.
He was like, hold on, wait, them chickens that go to Popeyes ain't cowards. They different.
I haven't had Zaxby or a Pollo Loco ever.
I
haven't even
I
seen
also
it.
have not had either of those.
Oh, you gotta
Now,
get
what y'all
Zaxby's,
really
bro.
need to do, go to Publix and get some Publix chicken.
Publix chicken, yeah. Publix chicken as well. Yes.
Yeah. You ever go down south? I got you. Okay. Your ace got you. Just where should we eat? Oh, we got this.
Got a couple.
I just got a Sam's Club rotisserie chicken. Does that count?
Sam's Club rotisserie chicken is pretty good.
Not terrible. No, it's not terrible.
bad. It's probably the best rotisserie chicken you could pick up, like from a grocery store.
From the ones that I've had, it's certainly near the top.
Yeah, for sure.
Just up north, there's a cap. You know what I mean? Like you at the Jared Goff level of like grocery store chicken.
Yeah, that's fair.
You come down south, you eating that Josh Allen. Like you
getting that Josh Allen.
Damn, they got like, look, I went to the grocery store, they had lemon pepper rotisserie chicken. I'm like, yeah.
You know what? My controversial opinion. I absolutely love lemon flavor sweets. Lemon pepper chicken, I do not like.
It's okay. They got 3 different flavors of rotisserie chicken.
There we go. I'll probably have to take one of the other ones then.
Bubba's got all the flavors.
They got spicy peach barbecue.
Do we have Publix near here? I don't know if I've been to a Publix.
You got to go south.
No, wait.
For Publix.
Okay.
They just built one, I think, in Ohio. I think there's one in Ohio.
Oh, really?
How about if like
they
the state of Pennsylvania trades Georgia a Sheetz and then we get a Publix in Pittsburgh just so I can at least.
That's not a fair trade. That's like the Luka trade. That's like the Luka trade.
We will trade. How about this?
Publix is Luka.
You could trade us a Sheetz. A Sheetz will give you back a Kroger. You know,
Kroger's fine, but like
Kroger for Sheetz.
I feel like this is some weird Sheetz disrespect happening. Now, Rutter's is also very good for anybody in the area of Rutter's. Rutter's is good.
Mm-hmm.
Rutter's. I've never heard of that.
Haven't heard it.
It's like a central eastern PA thing or something in Jersey.
I personally,
I've never gone past Newcastle personally.
You should go past Newcastle.
yeah, Wawa over here is great.
I'm taking the train.
No, Wawa. We got Wawa down here, Sonny. We got Wawa.
Oh, have a Wawa?
Oh yeah.
Wawa's expanding like Royal.
Oh, really?
Anything east of Pittsburgh, I'm taking the train around and then getting back to Philly the other way.
Yeah, I do agree with. Oh my goodness, like Wawa is top tier, Josh Allen tier gas station for sure. But compared to Publix, it's mid.
I still need to experience. I still need to experience a Buc-ee's. I haven't been to a Buc-ee's.
I haven't been to
They've got Buc-ee's down here. They got Buc-ee's down here as well.
Man, I'm missing out.
Yeah, you're in Baltimore. You ain't got nothing over there.
I don't have none of the restaurants that you had.
Got a seafood restaurant that gives your quarterback diarrhea once a year.
You got no chains.
Pub subs are top notch. Yes, whoever commented that. Yes, they need to just they could make their own chain just based off of their subs for sure.
Baltimore has like a few seafood places and Stavros Halkias. That is the two things in Baltimore. They do have Stavi. Yeah,
they got Stavi. Stavi's cool. You know,
my favorite chicken. Since we're gonna talk chicken, is Peruvian chicken. Is my favorite, like flavor wise. That's Peruvian. Anything like, we have a place around here called Sardi's. That's my favorite chicken.
Peruvian chicken. I gotta try that out.
Yeah. Okay. Going back to the Ravens, I don't know if you guys have anything else to say. I think they play a pretty complete game. Roquan Smith had a hell of a game. Kyle Hamilton's been destroying the teams now that he's more on the line. The corners, Marlon had a couple of problems in 2 throws, I think. But for the most part, Sheeto played well. Wiggins played well. D-line playing better, but it's like a fake better because it's with blitzing. But anyway, playing better. It's just the game felt like I was watching, like I said, a Steelers game. A lot of turnovers. I'm expecting them to win by a lot. I know we were winning by 14 before the Ravens fan base crushed me. And they got a touchdown with like 3 minutes to go to put it by 8 because they went for 2. I don't understand that. That's something that if you guys want to jump in, I don't get this. The guy on the pick for Roquan was definitely a pick. Even the Roos analyst said like, yeah, it's questionable whether they overturned that one. But anyway, they said if you're losing by 14 and you score a touchdown, the analytics say go for 2 now and your probability of winning increases. Well, no shit, because now you're down by 6. So if you score again, you're gonna win. So it's either if you don't do that, then the probability of winning is lower because you should just go for a tie.
Well, I think you just answered your own question.
But it's so stupid. Like,
oh no, I disagree. I kind of like the aggressiveness of it because if you do get the 2-point conversion, it's still a 1 possession game regardless.
I got you, but why not do it on the back end? Why not do it on the back end? I feel like now you have even more pressure because now you have the pressure of tying it. Then, in my humble opinion, if you go score and put it there, right, and the other team goes very vanilla, 3 and out. Now that offense it's not in sync because they might be on the burning the clock, and if you walk right down and score, you can either go for 2 there for the win or for the tie because you have more momentum than the other team. Going for 2 there, I'm not saying not go for 2 for the win at the end when you go the last touchdown, but on the first of the 2, I don't know. I
guess it
personally
takes
don't like.
pressure off that last drive, but
Yeah, and because like when you score in the second one, then you basically win the game rather than putting it up.
If you
put
make it.
Sure, but like if you don't make it, then it's like, all right, it's still a 1 possession game. We'll just take it to overtime regardless. I think I'm for it. It's you don't do it every game, obviously, and you hope that you're not down in a position to do it every game. But I'm okay with it. I think it's a little bit a sign of aggression, compared to Brian Dable, who kicked a field goal on like the 3-inch line this past weekend, and it ended up costing him his job. So I like the aggression of it. I think that
ain't that something?
ain't it?
Well, anybody else have any other thoughts on this game?
Just wanted to say, I think in the first half it was pretty close. The Vikings were up, but I think in the second half, once 9 turned it up and started turning up the turnovers, Baltimore was able to just get out there and do what they do on offense and get things rolling in the second half. I just think that he didn't have a real answer for him. He tried to force it to Justin Jefferson through interceptions, had incompletions. I mean, J.J. McCarthy's just not a good quarterback, but the Ravens did what they needed to do, which was get out of there with a win. After it being close early, they were able to pull away at the end there. So I think it was a good win for Baltimore. That 9 shit is over. Like that, it's the Aaron Rodgers meme running out with the flag now. That shit's over. I don't want to hear him called 9 again.
I saw somebody tweet that they should call the Ravens defense 7 because 7, 8, 9. And that made me laugh.
Oh my god!
I thought
that is that dad joke.
I wish it was like,
some of them are funny. Some of them
That's
are
a dad
funny.
joke.
on the horn, and I could just go mute.
I didn't say it was my joke. I was just quoting.
-5 points.
Oh man, that was good. Q, you have anything to say about this game?
9 will return. Like it's like the end of the Marvel movies. It's like
Wait,
9
you
will
haven't-
return.
You haven't played the Vikings, right?
Oh yeah, we played the Vikings. We lost to Carson Wentz
Oh yeah, that was
Carson.
in London.
in London. Yeah, we let Carson Wentz go 80
Oh,
yards
that's
downfield on us.
Ace, you
Which
haven't
I
played
thought
them.
Was the
We
worst
had Carson
quarterback
Wentz
on the
too.
roster.
I wish we had JJ. I wish we had 9.
Yeah,
I wish
the
we would've
Vikings
played
beat the
9.
Bengals by 80.
By the way, you know how much hell them people on defense be giving that boy now that they know he called himself 9? I bet every time, come on, 9, where he at? Wake up
dude.
the demon, 9.
I bet
Fake
Jonathan Grenard is gonna get on his ass.
Oh yeah, he hates like Zoomers.
Yeah,
Remember what he did to Caleb Williams?
right.
Mm.
I bet just about every like older guy, whether it's coach or player on that team, just like, oh fucking hell, all right, just over it already.
Remember how people just reacted with it was just Juju Smith-Schuster doing TikToks?
Bro, I hated that so much. God almighty.
The Juju
These
TikToks.
fucking Zoomers.
Was it Juju going live in the locker room when like
It was AB.
I know
AB.
yeah, I thought it was AB. Yeah, it was AB going live in the locker room, and then Tomlin was on there dancing on it. But then he went live the one time where you guys was talking shit about like the Patriots or something,
Yes.
right? He got caught.
He
on
caught
there.
Tomlin like saying something about New England, and he's doing his dumbass call God thing on like Facebook Live or some shit.
Oh,
Meanwhile, Tomlin's in the background like giving rallying the troops for the next game against New England. I was like, what are you doing, dude?
crazy.
Mm. Ace, I'm sorry, not Ace. Jared, any final thoughts before we move?
Yeah, I mean the Vikings brought pressure. Lamar was only sacked once. Ravens offense didn't blow anybody out of the water. Lamar had less than 200 yards, but he protected the ball, threw a touchdown. They didn't. Derrick Henry didn't have a great game either, only 75 yards. But overall, did what they needed to do to get a win. 4-5, now only a game back in the division. So, good win on the road for them.
Okay, so now let's talk about the Brownies. I got it wrong because I what did I say? 9-9 tie of what I predicted.
Yeah, you predicted a tie.
But
That was
That was
disgusting.
brutal.
Q, when I was watching back this game, 2 touchdown returns, I thought they had Devin Hester
It
there.
was crazy.
I was like,
was
what is
crazy.
going on? After
Got
the first
fired
one,
as
I'm like,
soon
that
as
happened.
Returns, and you don't even know the returner's name.
I don't know.
It was a white guy. I know that much.
Huh?
Was it a white guy? I think it was a white guy.
I think one of them were. I think they had a different guy. I think it was two.
Oh, there
was
was
it-
two?
Zaya Williams, ex Bengal.
I don't know. That's the problem, right? It's not like
He's
it
like,
was
I'm
like,
not sure.
oh man, we kicked Devin Hester the ball and he did what Devin Hester does.
Yeah.
It wasn't anybody. It was like we kicked the ball to a guy and he scored twice. Like,
Yeah.
That was crazy.
and this has been an ongoing thing. I've talked about it every year he's been here. Bubba Ventrone's not good at his job, and it ends up costing you a game. But it's the Drake meme for me right now. Like, oh man,
You're
lost to
right,
the
Q. There was
Jets.
2 different guys.
Yeah, two different guys.
Isaiah Williams.
Isaiah Williams, former
That was the-
Bengal.
That was the
We
punt
cut him.
returner. And Kenny Wagu? I don't know.
Oh, Kenny. Oh, he used to play for the Vikings. He's actually a pretty good returner. That's what
He's
These
a
are just
running back.
dudes around. They've been around the league pretty much.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. That's what most like solid to good returners are. Like that's how you stay in the league for so long. If you're like good at one specific thing like that, all right, yeah, you'll be on a roster.
Yeah, but it's not even like the guys like the Dwayne Carter or whatever. We got him on our team where it's like, oh, the veteran return man back there. It's like, nah, it's like some guy who's just returning kicks because that's how he could stay on the team this year.
Right.
The stat line for Justin Fields, 6 for
My
11.
man had 50 fucking
54.
That's
Or-
absurd.
54 yards, 1 touchdown,
Crazy.
1 interception. He
Brother
ran
had
for
a
20 yards.
QBR of 15.8
That's crazy.
And still beat us.
and still somehow not the lowest QBR we'll talk about today, which is quite
Yeah, who was
unfortunate.
lower?
We'll get to him. Don't worry.
Oh man, oh man,
Who was lower?
oh man, oh man.
Oh, Mr. Arthritis.
Brees Hall they had a good game. Q. Brees Hall was that was basically their offense, right?
Their offense was our offense being shit. That's what their offense was. Like it was the same thing every week. I thought this was a better version of the Browns offense than what we had seen previously. They actually got the ball to Jerry Jeudy. And I don't know, this might be a mind-breaking theory. Now, I know I've been arguing with this with Browns fans. I understand that Jerry Jeudy drops the ball, but he's got to be better than fucking Isaiah Bond, right? Like, I mean, come on. Turns out you throw the ball, yeah, he's going to drop a few passes, but he's still going to be productive for you. It's a crazy theory, Jared. I don't know. Maybe I'm on to something. I feel like Einstein here, right? Throw the ball to your best wide receiver. Maybe it works out for you. I mean, look, if you look at this stat-wise, or like you look at Dylan Gabriel's like career numbers right now, stat-wise, it actually doesn't look that bad. It's like 800 yards, 7 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. The stuff that he's not doing is kind of just the small stuff that you expected him to be good at. And I think that's the problem with Dylan, right? You expected him to be a better manager of the game. He takes a sack with no timeouts left when 30 seconds almost cost the Browns the ability to tie the game at the end of the half. And that's like unacceptable, right? Like this is the kind of stuff that he's not been good at, that he struggled with. I know people are going to bring up he's missing some opportunities, whatever it is. Yeah, that's going to be there with the rookie quarterback. You're going to get some of that frustration. He's missing throws. He's not very good. Here's what I can say to Dylan. I don't think the height is the problem for him. I think if Dylan were 6'2", he'd still look like this. Like, I think the problem is he does a decent enough job finding passing lanes. Like the height's not really been a problem for him. It's just been everything else. Like his tools are average. He can't push the ball downfield, and he's not going to be able to overcome the problems that the Browns have on offense. And that's just the reality for every quarterback that's going to play in this offense this year. It was the reality for Joe Flacco. It's the reality for Dylan Gabriel, and it's probably going to be the reality for Shedeur Sanders, who, like, look, we watched Shedeur go up against Joe Flacco in the preseason, and we all said who were there, Joe Flacco looks way better. So it's like, is Shedeur better than Joe Flacco now? Like, is he going to put a better result out there? I don't know. It's worth making a try. Why not? throw Shador out there, but I'm not going to put the whole fucking season on it. This team stinks, man. Like, they're just bad offensively. They have problems only an off season can solve. I think they need to move on from coach. I think they need to, get some assets thrown into this offense, and then maybe we could talk about something next year. But right now, the problems are just too big for a play calling change to affect. And then when you're special teams, it's like whack-a-mole with the Cleveland Browns, right? The offense actually starts off this game not terrible, gets up 14 points, and we're like, oh, wow, the offense is going to play today. And then the whack-a-mole popped up for special teams. We're giving up 14 points. We finally smacked that whack-a-mole down, and then the defense gives up an 80-yard screenplay to fucking Breece Hall. So, by the way, how many of Justin Fields' yards were on that one screen?
40.
Great question.
42. I just checked. 42 of the 54.
That's rough.
Because let me tell
fucking yards.
Let me tell you this. Leading receiver for the Jets was Breece Hall, 1 reception, 42 yards. The next one,
Oh my God.
Mason Taylor, 1 reception, 4 yards. The next guy, Isaiah Williams, 1 reception, 4 yards. Then John Michie,
Wait.
1 reception, 3 yards. And then
How many yards did he throw to wide receivers? Did he throw the 12 yards to wide receivers? Is that what you're saying right now?
Sounds like it.
That's
Because
crazy.
Isaiah Davis, I believe, is a running back as
No.
well.
Oh,
No,
I know
8
Isaiah Davis. Trust me, he's definitely a running back.
8 yards, Q.
That's all right.
8 yards.
Bengals defense is very familiar with Isaiah Davis. Very familiar.
8 yards, Q, to wide receivers.
He threw 8 yards to wide receivers,
That's it.
That's crazy.
and they beat the Browns.
To be fair, if you want to add tight ends, then he got to 12 yards.
No, he got 12 yards with tight ends.
Yeah, with the tight ends and receivers.
Nah, man, that's crazy.
I've never seen anything like that.
That's not
Well,
like
I mean, the Jets put up 14 points without Justin Fields touching the ball to start the game. So, like,
How many points they scored? This was 27?
27.
27, yeah.
14
How
of
did they
them
get
were
the other
special teams.
17? How did they get the other 17?
13. The other 13.
It's not
See.
a fair question.
Well,
Well,
Breece
the
is
screen-
Breece Hall and then 2 field goals, right?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
screen and 2 field goals. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's it.
Yeah, man, we stink this year. There's really not much to it. The Browns are bad this year. The defense has given up that the offense is ever going to show up, and now they're not even playing good anymore. The offense, it stinks, man. Like, again, we could throw Shador out there, and I hope we do because I want to watch something different at this point. But I'm not going to be convinced that this is going to be. We lost a game to a man who threw 12 yards to receivers.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah, that is crazy. I've never seen a stat line like that.
It's special teams, bro.
It's everything. When it's not special teams, it's the defense. When it's not the defense or special teams, it's the offense. When it's not the offense, it's the defense. It's just something pops up every week. They're just a classic bad team right now. They just need the season to end. Okay, that's really it. The hope is after the season ends for this football team. I cannot sit here and sell you that there's going to be like a turnaround anytime soon. Someone said the Giants want Stefanski. Hey man, I'll gladly take the 4th round pick, dog. Like, if you want to trade for him, I'll gladly take it. Sure, whatever, man. It's just they just need to reset and move on offense. Because this is what's happening to the team. The special teams, right? This is their guy. This is Kevin Stefanski's guy, Bubba Ventrone. Refused to fire him for the last 2 years. Everybody told him he's not good. Kept him. This is his guy. Special teams coach. Can't design a punt return defense or a punt coverage or a kick coverage that fucking works. We've had 2 different types of kickoffs. We've been terrible at them. I don't know what else you do here, man. He's not good at finding kickers. He's not good at finding guys to stop. Like, what is his purpose at this point? But whatever. At the end of the day, I'm not that upset that we lost this game because hopefully this leads to a fucking quarterback. And you know what? I watched college football on Saturday and I was like, ooh, wow, there might be quarterbacks in this draft. So I just want one of them, right? Because what I don't want to be is the team, the team that has to trade for Tua or Kyler.
Oh, Kyler's available. That's right. Kyler is available.
I fear that the Steelers are going to be the Kyler team.
Twisberg.
I feel like
Burger.
realistically speaking, I think
Twisberg.
Kyler is like a realistic thing next year. I wouldn't be shocked.
Jared, what do you thought about this game?
It was bonkers. Like I had it in my quad box on the second TV, and glancing over from the main TV, I was like, "What the hell is happening here?" And then the red zone on the third TV, Scott Hansen comes up and does the Scott Hansen thing. He's like, "Another special teams touchdown for the Jets." I'm like, "Jesus, all right, something's happening over there." So
we went from feeling good. We had a 7-point lead to like. Yeah.
Dylan Gabriel was, I think, nominated for Offensive Rookie of the Week, though, Q. So there's, something to hang your hat on. If you want.
Can't bench him this week.
Look, I don't think it makes a difference which rookie quarterback plays. So sure, like if they want to keep Dylan in there, it's just gonna piss off everybody because everybody clearly does not want Dylan in there anymore. And it's like, all right, man, I just want to throw Shador out there so people can see, like, hey, man, maybe the problems are a little bit bigger than the offense, right? A little bit bigger than just the quarterback right now. You know what I mean? Like,
Do you think after this game?
I think
Ravens game?
This Ravens game is going to be a disaster for the Browns. Like everything that the Browns do plays right into the hands of the Ravens, right? They condense the field. They're going to let Roquan sit in very little space. Kyle Hamilton from the line of scrimmage is going to be able to affect like 4 different routes. Are you fucking kidding me? This is going to be a bad game for the Browns. There's no way around it. So yeah, it's going to probably be really, really bad against Baltimore. Baltimore also needs to win this game, and that's probably going to force Kevin's hand. You know what I mean? I've been saying this for like 3 weeks. There's no way he gets past that Baltimore game because that will require him playing good in that game, and the odds of that are just slim. Did we not see what Joe Flacco looked like with this offense against that Baltimore team? When you play right into their strengths like that, they look fucking amazing, and the Browns have no way to get them into any kind of thinner personnel packages. They're not going to spread out the ball and put Roquan Smith in space so you can take advantage of them. No, they're going to let Roquan Smith sit over there over 2 gaps and thump all day, and when you let Roquan Smith do that, he's fucking awesome. Like, yeah, it's not mystery science about what's going to happen in that game next week. If I'm wrong, I'll be glad to be wrong and ruin the Ravens season. You know what I mean? Me and Jared can be friends for a week, but being honest with you, it's probably going to be an ass whooping. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, I don't think he makes it out of that one.
Is Shador the emergency QB or she's?
No, he's the backup. He has to play. Look, he's going to play. Dylan getting hit a lot. Now he's starting to run. You seen him out there getting 50 rushing yards.
He did.
Yeah, man. He's time. I know people are anxious, and the Shador fans are like, "Oh, they're trying to keep him off the field." He's gonna play sooner or later, dog. It's inevitable. Like, are we not watching this right now? They lost to a guy who had less passing yards than Dylan Gabriel fucking ran for.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Pretty crazy.
He had 14 more passing yards to receivers than me and Jared had combined this weekend. That's insane, bro.
Jared, any thoughts on this game?
No, actually, no. I think we've already covered everything.
Yeah, I think.
I don't think I will.
The only other thing is, how the fuck did Will McDonald get 4 sacks in this game?
Will McDonald had a big game. That was cool to see.
That was a little crazy for a little bit. I mean, the Jets won this game off of those special team touchdowns and just defense. That's it. I mean, in the long run, this is actually a good thing for the Browns. Like, if you want to get rid of the coaching anyway and you want to get the quarterback situation rectified, I talked about that going into this game. Like, the Jets needed to lose this game. Mm-hmm. Now, with them winning this game, Cleveland is the 4th pick right now over them. You got the Giants over them at 2-8. You got New Orleans Saints at 2-8. You got Tennessee at 1-8. Like, these last couple of weeks where you're looking at just trying to make sure that you get that quarterback position. And the way to do that is make sure that you get the number 1 or number 2 pick, top 3 pick. That's the way that you solidify it, because everybody's going to go and get a quarterback. Even if Tennessee is at number 1, they're going to trade that spot for somebody else to go up and get a quarterback. So all you got to worry about at this point is if you're a Brown, is just tanking and losing the games to get your quarterback.
I would like to point this out too. The Browns have a shameless path ahead of them because they have the lowest strength of schedule in the NFL outside of Buffalo. Buffalo's clearly not factoring in these conversations. So they have the winning tiebreaker over every team that's going to be in what you would call the NFL lottery, right? That isn't going to make the playoffs. They also play the Titans, the one team ahead of them right now.
You gotta lose that game.
So it's like it might be shameless, but the Browns have an ability to control their own destiny, unlike anybody else right now, and they might have to do what they got to do.
It's already got me doing like mock draft math on like who's going to be drafting where, who are the Steelers going to have to trade with, what's he going to do. I just randomly pulled up the mock draft simulator today and just did one, and I don't know. Give me the pen is all I'm saying.
It would be hilarious.
God damn, that's nasty, Jared. That's nasty, Jared. You're already
I mean, it was just like, in between write-ups, I was taking a little bit of a break. I was like, what could it look like right now? Like, what would it take to get from, projected being 2021 up to like 4? So
what if like the reverse Big Ben happens in the draft in Pittsburgh where the Browns take a quarterback and like the Steelers bet on like a free agent?
Oh,
and
that'd be something.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, wow. History switches, and then now
I can tell you what I did. Here, I'll get it pulled up right now.
The latest mock draft that I'm seeing, which has the Browns 4, they have you guys taking the Oregon kid.
I don't even know if he's going to come out.
Yeah, I think the Steelers are looking Brendan Sorsby right in the face.
They have Lenore Sellers,
Cincinnati
for
fellow.
the Steelers.
Yeah, there's no way Lenore's comes out.
No?
He's going to take that bag at Florida.
Oh, that's a good shout.
Yeah, he's going to be the Florida man. He's going to take that $8 million to go play at Florida for a year. Get that bag. Because the sweepstakes every year is is it Florida or Miami? Yeah, it's Miami that drops the bag every year for a guy.
Or maybe Penn State can dip into some NIL, maybe turn it to 8.5. He can come to State College for a year. That would be
no, you have
I don't know if y'all can compete with that Miami money, dog.
And weather.
No, I'm going to say Miami weather sucks. All of it's horrible. Everything about Florida sucks. No offense, Ace. I just don't like hot weather. I just don't like hot weather. I can't do it.
When football starts playing,
you can sell that, but you go sell me on State College, Pennsylvania.
Hey, it's a lovely little town. It's nice to drive in.
I was talking to somebody who played at Ohio State. He's like, "Yeah, man. When I played them, they didn't even have an airport. We had to drive from.
They do not. It is a small ass place for sure."
Okay, we have a super chat here before we go to the next game. Ray Rag says, "I'm going to push the agenda if Kevin stays and the team is in the playoffs next year. He's out there farming Coach of the Year award."
No, that's the most hilarious scenario of like Kevin gets to stay because they feel bad about the roster. And then like he lucks into he Zach Taylors himself into a quarterback. And then they go win 12 games next year. They go like, who did a hell of a job? Kevin Stefanski, 3rd Coach of the Year award.
Well, how about we just make a rule where he can't win any more Coach of the Year awards?
I think he should not be eligible for the award until he gets to like a Super Bowl again.
I agree. There needs to be some prerequisites for this.
But every time the Browns have a decent season, they're like, "Oh God, we got to give the Coach of the Year award."
It's like the Flacco comeback player of the year. It's like, what did he come back from? Oh, he played for the Jets. Fair enough. Give it to him. He took the Browns to the playoffs. It's the double whammy. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Baker Mayfield had the comeback season of his life.
Yeah.
And didn't get the award.
So Nuno Alves here with 10 euros. 4 weeks. 7-5 Ravens against 6-6 retirement Steelers for the division.
Damn.
Bengals bring back Broke Joe.
Extra. Did you say the Steelers going to lose to the Bengals or the Bears?
Yeah.
And there's a Buffalo in there too?
There's a Buffalo. Before us.
Buffalo. Is it, the week before.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, okay, I can see both teams being 7-5.
Yeah.
6-6 is like, who they going to lose to Cincinnati or the Bears?
The Ravens making retirement jokes is pretty ironic considering their track record for the veterans.
It tells you how far it's gone in Pittsburgh, right?
You needs a hug. Shout out from Porto, Portugal, by the way. Great town. I went and visited Porto. It is fantastic. People are super nice. Shout out to you, man. With that,
they are nice. He offered to give me a hug.
Yeah. People Portuguese are nice, especially in that time. It was a very pretty town, very very pretty. Jared, let's talk about your guys losing at home. I
Yeah, we lost
actually
on the road.
predict.
It was in
No.
LA.
This is a home team.
It was in
You
LA.
You
It
put
was in
you.
LA.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, enough fans there. Yeah.
No, they had
Hey,
Snoop Dogg
hey,
there,
look.
dog. They had
Look,
Snoop
dude.
Dogg.
Can we as a country
To
stop
Jared's
putting
credit.
Snoop Dogg on TV? Jesus Christ.
To Jared's
Like,
credit.
does he need money?
Snoop Dogg is the most famous person in the world. He transcends every generation. My son fucking
Yeah, that's
knows
true.
who Snoop Dogg
Yeah,
is.
my daughter
That's
too.
cool. Ace.
You
Guess
know
what?
what?
I'm fucking tired of seeing him every goddamn time I turn on the TV.
He's on
Snoop Dogg
Fortnite.
is this famous, and it's like it ain't even about the music no more. He just famous.
Like,
People just
bro.
know who Snoop Dogg is.
It is.
More people know who Snoop Dogg is than Jay-Z, than
That's
Biggie,
crazy.
than Tupac. Like Snoop Dogg, like
It's
is gonna
crazy.
be synonymous with like
But
anybody. He's gonna be the
To
most.
My
be
daughter's on
fair- To be fair to Jared, right? It was easy for him not to notice that it was a Steelers home game because at no point did the Steelers go up by 14 points. So the terrible towels always just stayed down in the chair the whole game, right? Like they never came up in this one. They never had the opportunity to wave the towel. Did
He's
they score
supposed to be a
touchdown in this
Steelers
one?
fan.
I don't believe they did.
Hang on. Keep going. I need to replug in my light. Hold on. Keep doing your thing.
So, so the terrible towels never got the opportunity to come up. So it is fair to believe that he was not aware that it was. There were Steeler fans there, but you know how they be front running. You know what I mean? And there was no front running opportunities this week, was there? I don't remember there being one. Do y'all remember it,
It was when they were up 3-2.
Yeah, 3-2. The baseball score.
game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I was like, is this soccer? What the fuck is going
Yeah,
on? Right
I would
now?
have to say that it was impressive to see the Dodgers beat the shit out the Pittsburgh Pirates on Sunday night.
Yeah, I mean, the game was 5-3 at one point. It was like the quintessential.
That's safety.
The
that
Dodgers went
that
on a
Rodgers-
run there in the fourth.
The safety that Rodgers took, I was like, damn, now they were lucky because he lost it. It was a fumble for a moment, and he landed back on the ball. I was like, shh, man.
Yeah, that could be
So
bad.
Jared, I was saying because I know you weren't here. I picked their Steelers winning this game. The reason why I picked them,
I picked them to win too. Yeah, I thought
the
that this
reason
was
why
going to be a good one.
there's no O line, they're gonna obliterate Herbert, and they were
They
hitting
still
him.
did. They still
Yeah,
did.
they were hitting it. And my dude, to be fair to him, he was standing there tall. But it goes back to this, Jared. This was not a game where you won the turnover battle. Also, the offense. One of the things that I should notice is your offense. We talk about you guys have X amount of turnovers and you guys win only by 7, right? Which is what I said about the Ravens for this week. And without turnovers, like, yes, you guys, your defense was playing, in my opinion, fairly good, but they weren't putting turnovers in there, so not necessarily short fields. So the offense looked like lost. DK and Rodgers, I know he hit him once for a good game, right? If I remember watching the game, but other than that, it was non-existing. I don't know. What are your thoughts about this offense? Because I know you've been praising the offense a lot.
Yeah, I mean, lack of turnovers wasn't the problem. Like the Steelers had multiple short fields, regardless of that. The same way that I didn't give the offense any sort of blame for losing to Cincinnati and Green Bay, I'm not putting any of the blame on the defense for this loss. Defense played well. Sacked Herbert 5 times. We're getting after him consistently. They played fine. Eventually, the dam just broke, and the Chargers scored like a late touchdown to make the score look worse than what it was. For the most part, though, I mean, this was a 15-3 game, I believe, in the fourth quarter. And yeah, defense played well. They got the late touchdown because Keyshawn Williams fumbled a punt and the Chargers got the ball at like the 20. So they eventually just marched it in from there. But defensively, they played well. The Chargers only had 4.6 yards per play. They went 6 of 17 on third down. Like the defense played really well. Offensively, yeah, easily the worst offensive performance of the year. Easily Aaron's worst game as a Steeler. You can make the argument worst game of Aaron's career, which is certainly saying a lot. I talked about Justin Fields' QBR not being the lowest one we were going to talk about. Aaron Rodgers in this game had a QBR of 4.5. That was his QBR.
Oh my
4.
God. Single digits? I didn't know
It's
that
not
was a
good.
thing.
Hey,
Yeah.
look, I watched Deshaun Watson last year, so I knew that was a thing. But Damn, Aaron
So-
Rodgers getting a 4?
4.5. He went 16 of 31, 161, a touchdown and 2 interceptions. The touchdown was on a garbage time drive, their last drive of the game, where the Chargers were just sitting back and
Was
letting
it
him do
Roman
whatever.
Wilson?
Second touchdown of the year for Roman Wilson. Both of them didn't mean anything because they were in garbage time.
Demon, bro.
Yes. That's the only time Roman Wilson sees the field, is when they're down by 20 in the fourth quarter.
Sometimes there be some incredible catches too. You like, oh, he got them teeth.
Maybe we'll see more of them. We'll see. Yeah, that was the biggest story. Is the offense was horrible. Aaron was bad. I know a lot of people were on Art for the play calls and whatnot, and I would have liked to see them run the ball a little bit more early on. But in terms of the looks, like, they were there. Aaron overshot DK on a pass that would have been a touchdown because DK got behind the defense. They were on the brink of the red zone, and Jonnu Smith was wide open, and Aaron overthrew him. Could have been a big game that got them inside the 10 and maybe set up a touchdown. Yeah. And then after that, Boz misses a field goal, which is, that was the omen right there. As soon as he missed a 45-yard field goal, it was like, oh yeah, they're losing this game. Yeah. So for all intents and purposes, the only points they had in this game were on a 59-yard field goal up until the last drive of the game when they put up a nothing touchdown. So, yeah, bad offensive performance. Offensive line wasn't great. Broderick didn't have a great game. But yeah, if we're cutting up a pie and dividing the blame here, Aaron's getting the biggest slice. He just didn't look comfortable. Multiple overthrows, kind of just giving up on plays. Like the play before Boz missed the field goal, it was after the Jonnu play where he overthrew him. Takes a snap and immediately just checks it down to Kenneth Gainwell. It's 3rd and 10. They get a gain of 2, and then they kick the field goal. It's just uninspired offense, uninspired play from Aaron. And I said this on Believe in Steelers, so I'll say it here. You can look at it one of two ways. Yeah, the offense played horrible. Aaron played horrible, and that's bad. I choose to look at it from a more optimistic point of view, where I say, yeah, they played god awful. It would be hard for them to play that horrible again offensively. And they're going up against a defense this coming week against Cincinnati that, isn't second in the league in success rate or whatever the Chargers are defensively, where they're just an incredible team on that side of the ball. They're going to be able to move the ball a little bit more against Cincinnati, we would think. So I got to admit, man, I was watching it. There's games that get me mad. This was one of those where it's like, okay, yeah, they're just playing like shit. You burn it, you move on. It is what it is. So I was completely unbothered watching to a degree, especially once it was pretty apparent that they weren't going to win. It was just, all right, more than likely going to be their worst offensive performance all year. At least I can hope. I'm going to knock on wood when I say that, because of course anything can happen. This is the Steelers. They are the most volatile team in the NFL. So anything could happen any given week, but in terms of what this means long-term, I said it last week, I don't feel confident that they're going to hold on to this division lead, especially now they're only a game ahead of the Ravens. Baltimore has a much easier schedule. They're getting healthy. They're playing better. I just believe in them to take care of their business a lot more than I believe in the Steelers right now. So bad game offensively. Defensively, they played well. They did just sign Asante Samuel Jr., so I'm pretty excited about that, especially with adding him to a secondary. It's very much it's very much going to be Kyle Duggar and Jalen Ramsey back at safety probably for the rest of the year after that move, which, hey, I'm A-okay with. That's great. So Asante Samuel, Joey Porter on the outside, Brandon Eccles at nickel. I can certainly live with that. I hope Darius Slay's okay. He's in concussion protocol. That said, I hope he doesn't step foot on the field again. He's not good. So bringing in Asante Samuel, he'll be the other boundary guy, hopefully sooner than later. And they'll be able to, look even more complete defensively. It looks like they're starting to get a little bit more consistency on that side of the ball. So bad loss, but still I'm somehow trying to come away a little bit optimistic about it in terms of saying, yeah, the offense, it'll be hard for them to look that bad again. But yeah, in terms of winning the division, I just don't think they're going to do it, dude. It's just, they are not consistent enough. They're not. The Ravens, we know what they are. The Steelers, we know what they are. And when you put those two things together, I think Baltimore is going to end up winning the division. I think they'll still split the regular season series like they tend to do. But I think Pittsburgh right now, my best bet is they're playing for a 5, 6, or 7.
I wouldn't count the Bengals out. Ace.
Yeah, man. this is what I kind of talked about on Friday. I said that the LA Chargers defense was much better than people were giving them credit for, and I felt like the Steelers, outside of scoring points, they've kind of struggled in terms of yards and stuff like that. And I felt like the Chargers defense was the better defense of the two. I still think that the Steelers played well on defense, but that Chargers defense was no joke. They came out and won the game for them because I wouldn't say that it was Justin Herbert or their offense that really won the game for them. I think they played better on that side of the ball. I think, like Jared said, it was a bad performance by Aaron Rodgers out there. They clearly need a number 2 option. Now I see why Jared was so mad that they didn't trade for a number 2 receiver because
Aaron threw he threw 2 interceptions. One of them, there wasn't anybody in the same zip code as Calvin Austin. It hits him directly in the hands and bounces into the hands of former Steeler Dante Jackson. So that's why they should have gone out and done something. They didn't. They have 12 picks in this draft. They're not going to use all of them. You should have sent a couple to get a Jacoby Myers, which reportedly, they matched what Jacksonville was going to pay for Jacoby Myers. He chose to go to Jacksonville, which I kind of get to a degree. But even so, there are other names out there. You should have been more aggressive to get somebody.
And honestly, like, teams are just going to look at it and say, we're just going to double DK and let somebody else beat us at this point. And if you can't beat them with anybody else, that's just what they're going to do. I think this game for the Steelers is a bad loss. Obviously, Baltimore is winning. You get the Steelers getting the Bengals getting Joe Burrow back. It is a crazy time, I think, for the Steelers. Like, they're gonna have to try to get it together. But with them having, I believe, the 9th hardest remaining schedule,
is Joe Burrow going to play like this week?
Joe Burrow's supposed to play Thanksgiving, so he wants to come back and play Thanksgiving. It just is not looking good for the Steelers right now. Those 9-8 memes are hitting a little harder right now.
I will pray to whatever God that listens, whether it's Jesus, Buddha, whatever. Whoever makes Joe Burrow come back and beat the Ravens on Thanksgiving, you have a soldier in me.
So tough loss for them.
And they're like, you know what? We're gonna hold it off until.
Tough loss for them, but I think that's why I had the Chargers in this one. I just thought that their defense. Thule is an underrated pass rusher, by the way. He's not getting enough credit either. But this kind of played out the way that I thought that it kind of would, with the Chargers taking this one.
Yeah. Q.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to freak out too much about what the Steelers offense looked like in this game. I think it was just a result of, hey, Aaron Rodgers is 42 years old, and there's going to be a couple of games this season where he looks fucking old. And this is one where he just looked fucking old, right? Like, he's on a West Coast trip. He's old and cranky, look like shit. It's gonna happen. That's even happened to like Tom Brady when he got up there in age, where like he gave you a couple of really shitty games. I think there was a game where Tom Brady lost like to Kobe Brissett, bro.
they lost to the Saints 38-3 on Sunday Night Football the year that they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they lost like this last year in New England. I mean, not New England, in Tampa Bay. They lost to the Browns with Jacoby Brissett, right? Like, so, you know.
Oh yeah, in overtime, I believe.
Yeah. Nick Chubb scored the game-winning touchdown. So, you know, it's gonna happen when you have an older quarterback. The question is, like, how frequent is this stuff towards the end of the season with Aaron Rodgers, right? You know, because you expect there to be a little dip off every once in a while with age. Is it a once every 7 weeks thing? It's not a big deal. Is it a once every 3 week thing? Well, then now that's a real big deal, right? Like, that becomes a problem. Or is this like something that adds on because he keeps getting more injuries and more little things that build up, and Nick here and Nick there, you know what I mean? And then it adds up to a larger problem. Also, you're asking Aaron to solve a lot in this offense. So if he is a little off, you're going to feel it. Like, you know, when you're asking him to cook with Calvin Austin and all these little pieces that you have here, if he's not on, you're going to feel it, right? Like, that's the gamble that Pittsburgh took when they leaned on Aaron Rodgers this much with how they built this offense. So this is just going to happen, right? The question is, how frequent is it going to be for Pittsburgh? It hasn't happened that much this season, but this is about the point of the year where you start to get a little nervous about that. So that's really my takeaway on the Steelers offense here. Defensively, like, I don't know how much it really take away because I thought the Steelers defense was good and they did what they were asked to do really well.
Yeah.
I just don't know how many teams are going to ask Pittsburgh to do the same things that like the Chargers don't ask you to do. Like they're going to play a lot of tight, condensed stuff, keep things closer to you. And I think when you don't try to spread out the Steelers, don't try to take advantage of like how they are stubborn about who they have covering the slot, like then you're gonna have,
I gotta say, the one of the few times they did was the touchdown pass to Ladd McConkey, who hit Brandon Echols with like a 1-2, and Brandon Echols just stood there and kind of watched it happen as Ladd McConkey went by and was like, "All right, dude, sure, why not?" And then Collinsworth was like, "That's one of the hardest things to cover in the NFL." I'm like, sure.
No, the meme of like Pat Mahomes doing a thing, and then they're like, "Oh my God, here comes the glaze." It's like, "Oh, yeah. Pat Mahomes, man, he fumbled that ball, but he got right back on it, and that's why he's a Super Bowl champion, man."
Granted, it was a great move by Ladd McConkey, and Brandon Echols has to be better there.
He almost got Jalen. He tried to get Jalen Ramsey, right?
What do you mean?
He got this big ass playoff late in the game.
McConkey.
Yeah, to McConkey.
Yeah.
No, that was also on Brandon Echols, I believe.
I thought he tried to get a little. I thought he tried to Reggie Bush, Jalen Ramsey.
Okay, on the yes. Okay, yes. I think Jalen's the one who made the tackle. He almost kind of plowed through him, but the pass, in terms of like who was covering him, it went like right through Brandon Echols' hands.
He led McConkey's mind in that play because he's running and he's like, "Who's that behind me?"
Right.
And then he's like, "I'm about to run by him." Like I'm about to just run by him. And then you could feel him recognize that it's Jalen Ramsey. So he's like, "I'm not about to run by Jalen Ramsey. Let me stop and try to get by him." And that ain't gonna happen with Jalen.
Jalen is definitely next in line of like, a Rondé Barber. D'Angelo Hall did it for a little bit. Guys who transition from cornerback to safety and add 4 years to their career. He's done
Well, he did safety over there in Florida State, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes,
I'm sure they played. They played him all over the place for a while. Yeah,
but that was because that 2013 Florida State team was just low. 2012 Florida State team was just loaded. Right, that was the year they won a national championship versus Auburn. But yeah, with Pittsburgh, we kind of know what the problems are. We know what the good things are about Pittsburgh. I don't think anything's really changed here. The question, like, you're going to want to watch Aaron Rodgers to see how often, like, it's going to come up where he just has one of these games. And here's the thing, too, about older quarterbacks. That floor just drops. Like, a bad game from a quarterback in his prime, it don't get the 4 QBR, right? Like, that's the difference between young Aaron and Aaron now. It's like the ceiling isn't as high, but that floor, it could be as low as you want it to be. So that's something for Pittsburgh to watch and see if that adds up over time. And, I think another thing to consider for Pittsburgh is like, hey, man, what does this look like if Aaron Rodgers gets hurt for any period of time?
Not good. Yeah. I mean, it looks like what we've seen, before Aaron got there and before, from, was it 2022 and 2023? That's what it'll look like. It's just going to be, all right, let's hope we hold him to 17 points.
It's going to be a lot of Jaylen Warren running around with the ripped shirt on his backside. Right?
He needs to get the ball more, man. I'm actually going to do a piece about this tomorrow, like what the magic number is in terms of Jaylen Warren touches, and when the record starts dipping, when it goes south of that number, and when it goes up, when it goes north of that number.
We had that number with Nick Chubb. It was like 25 carries with Nick Chubb.
It doesn't even need to be that much for Jalen, bro. If he's touched, I'll guess right now, if he touches the ball 17 times a game, I would bet their record is so much better than when he doesn't. And he averaged 5 yards a carry this game. Yeah. Tomlin keeps getting pissy with the media, but that's another thing I want to point out, dude. Every week, that dude keeps getting pissier and pissier, and it's kind of funny to a degree. And I applaud like all the beat people who are asking him tough questions and whatnot that he's completely giving nothing answers to. But today, like they were asking about Jaylen Warren, even after the game, they were asking, the run game or whatnot. And bro just went, guys, he'll get more touches if we convert on 3rd down. Next. I'm like, oh my God, this dude's pissed. So I think that he's just kind of, I've never seen him this cranky with the media. Like he's always been like every coach is a little bit when it comes to.
I think it's because he's losing, like he could feel himself losing that benefit of the doubt that he used to always have, like unquestionably. And now it's like, why are you questioning this? You never used to.
There's a sense of entitlement with it, for sure.
Yeah, where it's like,
sounds like Marvin Lewis. I don't know.
Hey, when it starts to go, that usually it starts with like the little snippy at the media because you're like, I used to get unquestioned here, and now I'm getting questions about shit that y'all did. I mean, Bill Belichick had the same exact thing happen to him in New England. It's like, once it's starting to go for that coach, I mean, that's the first thing that starts happening.
And look, there's going to be all of those. Like I saw the Athletic already talking about, oh, could the Giants trade for Mike Tomlin? Like that's not going to happen. We know that. It's just this time of year when we have to have that conversation. He's not going anywhere. It is what it is. It's grim. That said, I'm not blaming him for what happened on Sunday. That was, just not a good offensive performance. Obviously, he's the head coach and oversees everything. The offense needs to be better. But when it comes to Jalen getting the ball more, he needs to get the ball more. He's averaging 5 yards a carry. What's up?
How pissed are you going to be when the Giants trade a first for John Harbaugh?
Oh, wouldn't that be something?
The one thing I want to ask was the George Pickens trade worth it? Do you think
in hindsight, my answer is no.
Yeah.
At the time, like I came on this show, I did, my own stuff, and I said, yeah, they're going to trade George Pickens. I said that after the Baltimore loss. I was like, it's probably George Pickens' last game as a Steeler. Everybody's like, oh, that would be stupid to do that. Lo and behold, it does happen. At the time, I defended it for all the same reasons that everybody else defended it. All right, yeah, he's probably a pain in the ass behind the scenes. They get a guy with similar, skills and whatnot, a similar skill set to what he had in DK, and they, that's how they replace him. Hindsight being 2020, I would say, yeah, probably not the best idea because George hasn't been an issue in Dallas because he's getting the ball and he's scoring and playing well. So that, who would have thought that diva receivers just want to get the ball and score, and maybe they'll calm down a little bit.
It's the only position where you can be penalized for wanting to impact the game more.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's such a weird balance because it is rude to be like, oh no, fuck that shit, give me the ball.
Yeah,
that's what Jamar Chase said.
Yeah,
that's what every great receiver who's ever lived has said.
Yep.
There's a whole NFL films reel of Terrell Owens go, I don't care, man, give me the ball. It's like everybody does it. Every great receiver, except apparently Justin Jefferson, who I haven't seen too much diva stuff from him, although it's coming against Baltimore. There was a pick and he's just jogging after. I think it was Malachi Starks. I was like,
he didn't even try to tackle the guy.
Yeah,
I couldn't imagine being as good, like a great wide receiver, and then looking around and watching your team be like, nah, we gonna give Terrion Arnold 2 carries here or some shit like that. It's like, nah, man, I'm the best player on the team. Give me the ball.
I mean, look, bro, that was Larry Fitzgerald's career with very sporadic Kurt Warner and Carson Palmer stints. There was John Skelton, week 1 starter, Larry Fitzgerald years in there, bud. That's crazy.
Too, when you're good at wide receiver, you feel how good you are because you feel yourself being open. It's not like running back where if you don't get the ball, you don't know how good you would have done. You know every time. Oh, yeah. Would have got 40 there for you to just threw me the fucking ball.
By the way,
go ahead.
Sorry. Quick breaking news here. Jair Alexander has informed the team he's stepping away from football to focus on getting himself right physically and mentally.
Damn.
Oh, well, I hope he's doing okay mentally.
From the Eagles?
Yeah. Former Raven.
Oh, yeah. I forgot he's a former Raven already.
He barely played for you guys. He had a cup of coffee with you guys.
2 games.
Well, I hope he's doing okay
Raven
mentally.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hope he's doing okay mentally, genuinely.
Yeah.
But, hey, man, he might be at the point. Remember Vontae Davis was like, hey, bro. How'd it go? I'm done.
R.I.P. Vontae Davis.
R.I.P. Put his job in the middle of his shift.
I got to tell you, man, Tre'Davious White telling that story, one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life.
He said Vontae took his shit off. He was gone.
Like, nah, man, I'm done.
Because he was the week before, Pakula got to get that check.
Oh, God. I'm going to have to watch that video once this is done. That is so funny. Yeah, dude. I'll quick shout out though to the guys who did play well. Alex Highsmith had 2 sacks in his second consecutive game.
Your boy.
Up in that trade value.
Yeah.
That'd be great. It'd be great when they trade him to Washington and get the 8th overall pick and then trade up again. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. So keep doing that, Alex. Keep upping that trade value. That's what we need.
You the 8th overall pick for Alex Highsmith.
Oh, no. The Steelers are going to trade pick 20 and Alex Highsmith to jump up to 8. Don't worry. I got it all figured out. Yeah. And then Steelers.
That would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, no kidding.
Because they don't need to get a future player. Yeah.
They sure don't. And Washington needs edge rushers. You going to roll with Dorrance Armstrong and Von Miller next year? I don't think so.
And the Steelers are going to trade up to get who?
In the mock, I said Ty Simpson just because he was the guy who fell to me.
8?
No, I traded up again with the Giants. The Giants. They ain't taking a quarterback. They got one. So Ty Simpson at 3.
Ty Simpson at 3.
Yeah.
The Steelers trade all the way up to 3. That would be fascinating.
That would be pretty cool.
I don't think I've ever seen.
Here's the thing. They're probably not going to do that. But in my mock draft mind, that's what I was doing. So Alex Highsmith played well. Nick Herbig had another nice game.
Mock draft time already, Jared?
Again, I just did it for fun. Just did it for fun. All intents and purposes, maybe. But
I'm waiting for the playoff results lock in. Like once we know who's going to be in the playoffs, who's not, that's what I.
Yeah, I was going to say at the end of week 18, if they're still in the playoffs, depending on who I see them playing, I'm like, yeah, I'll break out the simulator here. It's been a nice ride. But Nick
really
Herbig,
the Browns are like at the third pick. It's like, oh,
right. Nick Herbig had another nice game. He's already equaled his sack total from last year, and he's already eclipsed his tackle for loss total from last year. Turns out that when you keep that guy on the field, good things happen. TJ had a sack, a couple batted passes at the line of scrimmage. Cam Hayward had a nice game. Keanu Benton had a really nice game as well. He had a sack, 2 tackles for loss. So like the front 7 of the Steelers played great. Secondary wise, also like largely great outside of like 2 explosives. Like they were like I said, defense largely played very good. You know what? Rare shout out for James Pierre. James Pierre played awesome. He had 2 passes defended, came in for Slay. He's been there for quite a while. I think since like 2020, 2021.
I had to hit up Tony and be like, the Pierre Peninsula just came back around. Like something that one meme.
You remember his shirt?
Where it's like Heidenreich touches the casket and then Undertaker goes, like I was like, he's back from the dead. Like what?
So I'll give James Pierre his praise, man. He played very well when they needed him.
He was out there smacking shit.
Yeah, I think the Highsmith trade will be for either Tua or Kyler.
No, I hope not.
You said what?
The Highsmith trade will be for Tua or for Kyler.
Oh yeah, they do need to replace Jaden Phillips, right? Yeah. So you get a young edge rusher to replace him.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm not fucking around. If Tua is a Steeler, I'll do the show. I'm gonna watch the games, but like I will be so dejected. Like you will not,
Jared. But wait, were you mad because your future quarterback just beat your favorite quarterback and Josh Allen?
Yeah, this guy was beating Josh Allen this year. You know what I mean? Like, you know, he's got some impressive wins. He's putting it together, Jared.
Maybe if the Bills keep fucking up enough, Josh will be like, I'm going to Pittsburgh. I'd saw off my left arm to have Josh Allen in Pittsburgh.
You saw off your left arm, you get no Josh Allen. You get Tua instead. You get
the lefty
East quarterback. Saw off that. What if that was the deal? Hey, you saw off your arm. We're gonna run the roulette wheel, and you'll get one AFC East quarterback. It could be Drake May. It could be.
Oh, it could be Drake May too.
It could be Josh Allen. It could be Tua.
Look, man, I love football. I'm not cutting off my arm
Fields.
for anything.
It could be Justin Fields. So you should do that. That's 75% odds of you winning right there, right? Because you like Justin Fields still.
I mean, I like Justin Fields as a guy.
Yeah, you know. As a guy. Look, worst case scenario, you end up with Tua or Justin Fields.
It's a pretty bad case scenario. By the way, my Drake May, takes from coming into the season look fantastic.
They do look good. Better than Josh Allen right now.
Hey man,
yeah, the Bills are a mess right now.
Said that Bryce Young would make the Pro Bowl. That guy's a fucking asshole.
Who said that Bryce Young was going to make a Pro Bowl?
I did.
Oh, okay.
Losing to New Orleans, not easy.
That's such a fake team. Like, why do they exist?
For the Panthers.
At least the Saints have like a nice history. The Panthers, what do they have? They got a few years of Jake Delhomme and Steve Smith, and that's Julius Peppers was cool.
I feel bad for like Carolina because they get the Bobcats.
I forgot about the Bobcats.
But now they have the Hornets. By the way, low key, one of my favorite courses, the Hornets, the one that has the.
Whenever the Hornets bring out the throwback '90s court. It's just another example of everything just needs to go back to how it was in like 1996 because everything was better then. All the uniforms, all the logos, everything. Just go back and stop doing this minimalist bullshit. All of it.
Okay. Anybody else has anything to say about the Steelers game? We have a couple super chats.
I think Jared just secretly wants to be 1 year old again.
I wasn't born in '96. I was born in '98.
Oh,
Oh,
you
wow.
want to be
-2.
Jared just wants to go back to not existing.
Yeah. Chase Brown here says, unless Burrow plays defense, I don't see a big change for the Bengals.
Okay, how funny would it be if that's like the actual Chase Brown?
I know that's what people think, but I think Burrow brings some kind of accountability. I think like players on defense, you can't fuck this up for Joe Burrow.
Well,
fuck this up for Joe Burrow, you might be out of a job next season.
Well, I know people are pointing to like, oh, they put up points without Joe Burrow, but there have been critical drives that they haven't been able to get with Joe Flacco out there instead of Joe Burrow, right? Like there have been fourth quarter drives that they didn't come up with points, to put a game away, or Joe Flacco throws an interception in the red zone, right, in the fourth quarter. That stuff is not going to happen with Joe Burrow. So, like, the idea that they're not going to have a chance to win more games because they're going to score points. It was like, no, Joe Burrow is Joe Burrow, not because you could put up points, but where those points come, right? Like, when he can get those drives. And that's going to be what's different. And when you have Joe Burrow out there, your defense is going to be like, well, they're going to be a lot more focused to get one stop if they know that that's the actual 9 back there.
I can already foresee myself in like a month putting up the tweet where it's like the Bengals defense trying to stop somebody with Joe Burrow's aura, and it's the Rock meme.
They're just all gonna have like the little Versace shades on.
Yeah, I think obviously Burrow better than Flacco, but last year we also saw some shortcomings from the Bengals. Similar to the defense. I don't know if this defense compared to last year is better or worse. We'll see. But
and I think Joe Flacco kind of relies on a lot of big plays while he's there. I do think you can manage the game a little bit better with Joe Burrow and play time of possession and just play
the question.
Your defense.
Look, not to derail completely.
Also, like teams are just going to play you differently when they know Joe Burrow's on the other side there.
Fair enough, but the question here is
less risk.
And I think Ace, I don't know if you have the same type of question. Will the offense change? Because I think if Joe Burrow comes with this running game,
a lot of people
insane.
have said that the offense has not changed. Like I know some people, even Bengals fans were trying to say it. They're like, "Oh, the offense is different. We're more under center." No, the fuck, we're not. Like the numbers don't say that.
No, but you're averaging more on the running game. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that.
Yeah. I mean, because this is the running game got better. Once they kind of tweaked some things, got settled in, the offensive line started playing better. So, the running game has definitely gotten better. I don't think Joe Burrow's had a running game since 2021
since Joe Mixon
and them were running. Yeah, that was the last time. So it'll be interesting to see.
They haven't had a 100-yard rusher since 2021.
Yeah, you didn't remember that one?
They've had a 100-yard rusher. Like Chase Brown was getting a 100-yard game
this year. Yeah,
last year. Like he was Chase. That's why the Chase Brown hype was so big this year because last year he was like going off. But I think it's just more accountability from everybody because when it comes down to it, you don't want to be the guy to F this up for Joe Burrow coming back, especially if he wants to come back, Thanksgiving game. So I think it's just going to be a little different from that standpoint from a team with a sense of urgency. Before Joe Burrow came back, I didn't feel like they needed a sense of urgency to win this game. I don't, they kind of seemed like in that Bears game that they kind of quit at the end and it just seemed like, oh, this is a lost season. There's no reason to do any of this. And now I think Joe coming back and putting the pressure on them to say, hey, let's see what we do in a couple of weeks. We still can try to win the division at this point. I think that's just going to put a different type of pressure on them versus not having Joe at all. If Joe were to shut it down for the season, I think that defense would just continue to lull and just do whatever. Like people wouldn't be accountable. I even think on the offensive side of things, right, outside of Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, you might see guys on the offensive line not doing their job because the pressure of that isn't there.
Okay.
Well, if they win this week, I mean, worst case scenario, they're a game back in the AFC North.
Yeah, I think someone put it out there already. Like they just have to go 1-1 in these next 2 games. Joe comes back. If Joe can go 2-1 in that stretch of 3 games between the Bills and Ravens, all he has to do is go 3-0 for the last bit, which is the Cardinals, Dolphins, and Browns, and they would be 9-8. But
we'll give you that one.
They got to do what they got to do.
Oh, that's the last game of the season, right?
Yep.
That's the last game of the season.
Yours, brother.
You picked the score?
Huh?
You pick the score, whatever you want.
Yeah. Yeah. Just make sure you show up.
Who do they play after the Steelers, Ace?
After the Steelers, it's the Patriots.
Okay. Oh, that's
Steelers and
that's gonna be a
Patriots,
tough
yeah.
one.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Richie says Steelers signing Asante Samuel Jr. They're so scared. I don't know that part. I don't understand why, but
Yeah, I mean, I think signing good players is a good thing.
I mean,
Hot
it's a
take.
practice squad
Mhm.
guy. I mean, what are you giving up to sign the guy?
Well, they're
Like,
signing him
we
to the
gotta make
practice squad
sure
for now. He's going to be on the active roster,
I
if
know,
not
but
this week, the week after.
My point is,
You gotta
you're
make sure his
not.
spine is okay.
Yeah,
right?
you're
When
not
he's coming from a
spending
spinal
anything.
injury.
What's the
He got-
worst
he
thing
got
that can
cleared.
happen? Yeah. But what's the worst thing that can happen if he doesn't pay now? You just cut him. That doesn't. there's
It's a
no
very
cap
low
hit.
risk, high reward.
Exactly. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, the
And we
AFC
should
North.
applaud the Pittsburgh Steelers for not going out and signing Asante Samuel Sr. because you know how they love like old corners.
They
I
did
wonder
cut-
if they knew that was the junior, right? that they signed.
Hey, they did cut Thornhill, right? You guys are looking for a safety.
Fuck no. I already heard from this show about Thornhill. I try to tell them Bengals people, I'm like,
I
hell
saw
no,
Bengals
heard-
fan.
Daddy.
I done heard
Hey,
about him.
He
from
could be a next guy in the AFC
Pittsburgh.
North to make the full
Nope.
tour, because if he goes to Cincy, that's
Absolutely
3.
Absolutely not.
And then he'll be right the perfect age to play for Baltimore
Yes.
next year.
Yes. He'll be playing right next to Kyle Hamilton next year.
We have plenty of safeties.
Mm-hmm. He can bring his smile and presence. You know, he won a championship with the Kansas City Chiefs. He's a Super Bowl champion. He's going
Funny.
to teach you
Okay,
guys a thing or two.
hilarious. Like side note about that, about Juan Thornhill. Oh, I guess it's not funny that he lost his job, obviously. But my girlfriend had become like infatuated with his wife on TikTok, and I sent her the notification that Juan got released, and she was quite distraught about it. So that was the sidebar of the Juan Thornhill release in my household.
I didn't know his wife had a TikTok. Was that happening in
They
Cleveland?
seem like very sweet people, and like Juan, like I didn't really have too many interactions with Juan during like camp or anything, so I wouldn't know personally. But his wife seems very nice.
Juan's a really positive guy,
Yeah.
and that's cool when you win it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you start losing, that dude drives you crazy.
It's the Russell Wilson thing.
Yeah, it's kind of like that absolute positivity, right?
It's like Ned Flanders in the locker room almost.
Basically, he came to Cleveland and was like, y'all so negative, and it's because y'all losers. He said this on Twitter. Y'all don't know what it's like to win. Like, it's like that one Super Bowl speech that's going viral. You don't know what it's like to win. He was like, yeah, y'all don't know what it's like to win. Y'all losers. Y'all need to follow my lead. I'm a winner. Everybody was like, well, fuck this guy. He did that his first week here. He just got to Cleveland and was like, yeah, I'm going to call the whole fan base some losers. Like,
That's
Damn.
kind of funny.
Okay, well, with that, we'll close it out. We'll be back here Friday. There's
Oh, before we go, let me like shamelessly plug something real quick.
Right.
Todd Haley came on my show, and it's over on my YouTube right now. So go watch it.
Haley. Nice.
Jay Bailey NFL on YouTube. So go watch that. Todd's awesome. Very fun conversation. So it's on my YouTube page.
Do you
Go
miss
watch it.
him?
Do I miss Todd?
Mm-hmm.
I miss the memories. The offense was good, and he's a cool dude. Told me some fun stories.
does
So,
he
yeah, go
still
check it
have
out.
like that Todd Haleyism about him where he just like he just has this kind of like, yeah, fucking kicker. Like, that's all I remember from, you remember his Hard Knocks where the kicker made a kick during the preseason game? Hey, you fucking kicker.
I mean, I could see it. I think that's why I like him so much, is because we're both
His
cynics,
Jared
maybe.
would be if he had like a 20-year coaching career. He would
For
be
sure.
Todd
For
Haley.
sure. He's a cool
Um,
dude, though. I enjoyed it. So go check that out. Me and Todd Haley.
On Friday, we get two
Browns
AFC
legend
North
Todd Haley.
shutdown. AFC North shutdowns doubleheader on Friday, so come. Sub, hit the bell. Give us your takes on the
Oh,
conversation.
are the Bengals and Steelers playing this week, huh?
Yes, they are.
Yes, sir.
Oh, boy.
Ravens and Browns.
Oh, so we only got
That's
2
not-
games to talk about.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, and
Yeah,
one of those
yeah.
games aren't going to be a long preview.
Okay.
We lost to a man who threw 12 yards to receivers. I don't think we're going to fare well against Lamar Jackson.
Mm.
I take.
We'll see. Well, we'll see each other on Friday. Until then, peace out, my guys. Take it easy.